With a lot of modern games that chase high-fidelity visuals, pixel art games come with their own charm. With pixel art games that get more popular nowadays, let's see the promising indie pixel art games in 2026 and beyond. We start with Deadweight. Deadweight is a turn-based tactical RPG set in a steampunk world of floating islands and ancient gods. Command a flying pirate ship to explore procedurally generated maps, manage your crew, and hunt for loot. Combat takes place on compact grid-based battlefields where positioning and strategy are crucial for survival. The full release is targeted for Q1 2026, though a free prologue is available now on Steam.
Become strong.
Fugitive, you are the monster.
Necrofugitive is a stealth action game casting you as an evil shapeshifter fleeing a relentless medieval inquisition. Master the art of disguise by impersonating enemies, or unleash your true form to decimate foes when cornered. The gameplay focuses on survival against reactive AI that learns your patterns and coordinates hunting parties to track you down. A playable demo is available on Steam, though the final release date remains to be announced.
Other games let you pet the dog. In this game, you can be the dog. Plus,
Steps forward as humanity's last.
Pizza Kid is a high-impact beat-em-up that channels the grit of 90s anime and classic arcade brawlers. You play as a pizza-delivering martial artist, unleashing long-chain combos against an army of grotesque clones and mutants. The game features responsive fighting mechanics and stunning hand-drawn 16-bit pixel art set in a sci-fi fantasy world. A playable demo is on Steam, and its Kickstarter campaign is currently live as of January 2026. SKINWALKER First Blood is an action platformer featuring dark pixel art and a narrative centered on a desperate father's sacrifice. You play as a scientist bonded to a captive monster, shape-shifting between a vulnerable human and a lethal beast to find a cure for your daughter. The core mechanic is duality, requiring you to switch forms to solve environmental puzzles, gather intel, or slaughter enemies in visceral combat. It is scheduled for a 2026 release across PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch. Black Raven is a dark 2.5D action-adventure game rooted in Slavic folklore and set in a fictionalized 14th century Eastern Europe. You play as Ivan, a grieving father consumed by vengeance, hunting down the raiders and mythical creatures that destroyed his family. The gameplay features intense sword-based Souls-like combat within grim, atmospheric environments rendered in Gothic pixel art. Created by solo developer Alexei Marchenko, a demo is currently available on Steam, though the final release date is still to be announced. Spark Ignites is a 2.5D fantasy RPG featuring stunning HD 2D pixel art and dynamic lighting reminiscent of Octopath Traveler. You guide orphans Ash and Clover to uncover the dark truth behind a wish-granting ritual, making choices that lead to multiple divergent endings. Combat is a tactical, turn-based affair that emphasizes manipulating turn order and mastering deep class synergies to survive. The team is currently preparing a new playtest with full English localization for Steam. Vampire's Veil is a pixel art Metroidvania that flips the script, casting you as a vampire hunting the holy warriors who imprisoned your family. You play as Celine, utilizing dark magic and shape-shifting powers to slaughter unconventional foes like fairies, gnomes, and elven paladins. The gameplay combines fast-paced, Souls-like combat with deep exploration of a Gothic kingdom, requiring you to recover crystal fragments to restore your power. A playable demo is currently available on Steam, though the final release date has not yet been announced. Scarlet Lake is a retro survival horror game that reimagines the tension of 90s classics like Resident Evil through a fresh isometric perspective. You play as Detective Ben Murphy, venturing into a quarantined town on Mercy Island to uncover the truth behind your wife's disappearance. Survival depends on careful inventory management and scavenging for resources as you fight off mutated locals in tactical, position-based combat. A demo is available on Steam now, though the final release date is still to be announced. Dimraeth is a 1 to 8 player co-op fantasy RPG set in the handcrafted shifting pixel art world of Mirkia. After a failed ritual grants you immortality, you must master deep elemental combat, build a stronghold, and unite fractured factions. The game emphasizes player freedom with 8 playable races and a dynamic environment where seasons and weather alter the gameplay. A public playtest is scheduled for 1 February 2026, with an early access launch targeted for fall 2026.
Enough. They just...
Fallen Fates is a top-down action RPG that blends vibrant hand-drawn pixel art with fast-paced tactical combat. You control a human ranger and a magical wolf spirit sharing a single body, swapping between physical and ethereal forms to decimate foes. The gameplay emphasizes deep customization and fluid traversal, allowing you to use grappling hooks and parkour to explore a vast, ruined fantasy world. Developed by Hibernian Workshop, creators of Astral Ascent, it has been successfully funded on Kickstarter and is currently in active development.
No matter how many enemies rise in our way.
Super Alloy Crush is a fast-paced roguelike brawler that draws heavy inspiration from 16-bit classics like Mega Man X. You play as Kelly, or the robot Moo, utilizing martial arts and energy cloths to hunt for the cosmic treasure of planet AE-38. The gameplay features high-octane combat with deep customization via tech arts and chips, supporting both solo and local co-op play. A new playable demo is launching on Steam on January 22, 2026. INARI is a high-speed action platformer set in a fractured Eastern fantasy world where divine authority clashes with technology. You play as Isna the Reaper, an executioner sent by the High Realm to hunt down the 7 daughters who have defied the gods. The gameplay centers on lightning-fast kunai combat, allowing you to teleport instantly to your thrown weapons to chain attacks and traverse the air. The game is currently listed as coming soon on Steam, with no confirmed release date yet. Space Dingus is a chaotic co-op horror RPG and spiritual successor to Death Road to Canada, set in a procedurally generated galaxy. You lead a ragtag crew of misfits on a desperate road trip to find a legendary artifact, managing ship repairs and morale along the way. The gameplay blends choose-your-own-adventure text events with frantic real-time combat against hordes of aliens and space zombies. It features online co-op and deep character customization, though a final release date has yet to be announced. The Road of Dust and Sorrow is a narrative-driven survival horror game set in a post-apocalyptic world ravaged by dusters, feral victims of a failed cure. You control Catherine, a mother protecting her daughter Ava as they journey through decaying ruins while being hunted by a mysterious cult. Inspired by classics like Resident Evil, the gameplay focuses on puzzle solving, exploration, and avoiding combat to survive against overwhelming odds. It is coming to PC via Steam, with a release date yet to be announced. No Such Place is a top-down paranormal extraction shooter that sends you into unstable dimensional fragments to recover lost artifacts. You must scavenge resources across parallel timelines, from ancient forests to futuristic labs, while evading warped abominations. The standout corruption system allows for wild weapon crafting, letting you fuse mismatched parts, like a motorcycle silencer on a rifle, to create chaotic firepower. This pixel art title is targeted for a 2026 release following a recent public playtest. Mayday the Survival Island is an open-world survival crafting game set in a vibrant pixel art archipelago of 24 unique islands. After a mysterious crash, you must hunt, farm, and build a homestead while uncovering secrets hidden in ancient ruins and magical totems. The game offers total freedom without linear objectives, letting you explore diverse biomes and shape your own path to escape or settlement. A playable demo is currently available on Steam, though the full release date is yet to be announced. Football Story is a multiplayer sports RPG that blends arcade-style football matches with life simulation elements in a pixel art world. Instead of managing a whole team, you control a single character in 5v5 matches, building your reputation from neighborhood rookie to pro legend. The game features a narrative-driven campaign set in a large explorable city offering quests, deep character customization, and social stats management. It targets a Q1 2026 release on Steam, promising both competitive online play and the rich single-player story. Dungeon Settlers is a hybrid strategy game that combines the base-building depth of a colony sim with the intensity of a dungeon crawler. You manage an expedition team in a desolate land, constructing a settlement to provide food, shelter, and equipment for your people. The core loop requires you to balance resource management with dangerous, real-time tactical combat as you delve into procedurally generated ruins. It is currently in active development with a planned release for Q3 2026 on Steam. Skarven is a narrative-driven first-person shooter set in a dark, alternative version of the Danish countryside at the turn of the millennium. You battle botanical abominations and a militant cult using firearms and a warhammer in a seamless world without loading screens. The visuals feature a unique, raw yet refined aesthetic, blending low-poly PS2-era graphics with painterly lighting to create a thick Nordic noir atmosphere. It is currently available to wishlist on Steam, though the release date is yet to be announced. Onikura is a frantic boss rush platformer set in a dark fantasy version of ancient Japan overrun by Onis. As the last hope of your people, you must master Hollow Knight-style combat, utilizing precision parries and soul-stealing abilities to survive. The game eschews traditional exploration for a series of intense, handcrafted boss battles, where you customize your build with unique talismans. A highly rated free demo is available on Steam now, with the full release targeted for the second half of 2026. Neo Junk City is a cyberpunk detective adventure that blends point-and-click investigation with arcade action. You play as Buster09, an android cop in the drowned city, trying to solve a murder you apparently committed but cannot remember. The gameplay mixes traditional puzzle solving with high-speed racing sequences and first-person shooting segments. A free demo is available on Steam now, with the full release scheduled for Q2 2026. Coffee Talk Tokyo is a cozy visual novel set in an alternate Tokyo, where humans and folklore spirits, yokai, coexist. As a barista, you listen to customers' heartfelt stories and influence their lives by brewing the perfect hot or cold drinks. New features include sprinkle stencils for advanced latte art and a Tomodachi Chill social feed to unlock hidden dialogue paths. It launches on 21 May 2026 for PC and consoles. Anomaly President is a presidential roguelike that splits your time between campaigning for votes by day and fighting as a vigilante by night. You must overthrow a corrupt regime using anomaly powers, managing a customizable campaign bus, and recruiting a team of oppressed fluffies. The gameplay balances social simulation with intense action combat, allowing you to steal unique abilities from defeated cabinet bosses. It is scheduled for an early access release in Q1 2026. Kill the Shadow is a noir detective RPG set in a stunningly divided city, blending 2D pixel art characters with rich 3D environments. You play as Detective Lucas, bonded to a mysterious shadow that allows you to rewind time and reconstruct past events. Solve cases by connecting clues on a deduction board and choosing your approach, whether through eloquence, bribery, or brute force. A demo is available on Steam with the full release coming soon. Scavland is a hardcore top-down pixel art survival game set in a post-apocalyptic Soviet wasteland ravaged by the mist. You play as a vulture, scavenging for scarce resources while battling mutants, bandits, and radiation in a hostile world. The gameplay emphasizes methodical exploration and tactical combat, where every trek into the ruins could be your last. A playable demo is available on Steam now, with an early access release planned for Q2 2026. Forge of the Fae is a narrative-driven turn-based RPG blending 19th century steampunk aesthetics with ancient Celtic folklore. You follow Fiora, a brilliant inventor searching for the truth behind a series of disappearances in a world where industrial unrest meets old magic. The gameplay features a strategic arc crystal system for combat customization and impactful choices that shape the story's direction. A demo is available on Steam now, with a full release targeted either this year or 2027. Wasteland Travelers is a pixel art survival RPG set in a post-apocalyptic world ravaged by zombies and corporate collapse. You must scavenge for resources in the dangerous Area 5, managing a detailed inventory and vital stats like hunger and radiation. The game features deep weapon customization and faction-based gameplay, allowing you to ally with or fight against various survivor groups. It is listed as coming soon on Steam, though playtests and demos have been available periodically. The Scramble Vice is a high-octane action shooter set in a cyberpunk 2048 Neo-Tokyo overrun by robotic terrorism. You play as Officer Sakuragi Kei, piloting the nimble Asura exoskeleton suit to battle criminals with heavy weaponry and homing missiles. The gameplay pays homage to 16-bit classics like Front Mission Gun Hazard, allowing you to seamlessly switch between mech combat, on-foot infiltration, and vehicle chases. It is currently listed as coming soon on Steam, featuring detailed pixel art and a 90s anime aesthetic. Revelation of Decay is a top-down pixel art zombie survival game that blends traditional scavenging with a lively, anomaly-filled atmosphere. You build a massive legion of up to 30 NPC companions, including dogs, and even capture zombies to automate your base's factories. Combat involves wielding over 50 supernatural abilities against bizarre mutations in a world rendered in distinct rusty red and warm orange tones. A co-op supported demo is available on Steam, with a full release targeted for 2026. Shade Protocol is a 2D cyber fantasy Metroidvania set in a dying world composed entirely of code and music. You play Azura, a prototype replica fighting a sentient metal infection by swapping between Dawn and Shade combat forms. The unique Unison system allows you to rewrite reality to solve puzzles and wield musical instruments as devastating weapons. A Kickstarter campaign is scheduled for spring 2026, with a Steam release to follow. Romestead is a 1 to 8 player survival town builder set in a post-apocalyptic ancient Rome where citizens have reanimated into walking husks. Rebuild civilization by constructing artisan shops, automating production lines, and earning the favor of Roman gods through a unique worship system. The gameplay blends Zelda-style dungeon crawling and boss fights with a vast procedurally generated world featuring 6 distinct biomes. Its early access release is currently to be announced. Altered Alma is a stylish cyberpunk Metroidvania that blends high-speed action with RPG elements and dating sim features. Set in the neon-drenched streets of Neo-Barcelona, you play as Jacqueline, a mercenary navigating a world of ruthless gangs, transhumanist cults, and corporate conspiracy. The gameplay stands out for its quantum blade mechanic, which allows you to teleport and chain attacks, alongside a deep relationship system where you can bond with or romance members of your crew on your home-based spaceship, the Esperanza. The game is slated for a 2026 release. Emberville is a cozy action RPG that blends the chill vibes of town building with the intense progression of a classic dungeon crawler. Set in the mysterious underground world of the Vitromotis, you play as an adventurer rescuing survivors to rebuild a ruined surface village. The game loop centers on tactical, weapon-based combat in monster-filled depths, followed by downtime for farming, fishing, and customization. The game is targeting a summer 2026 release for Steam Early Access. Goodbye Seoul is a narrative-driven puzzle platformer set in a hauntingly beautiful post-apocalyptic Seoul 6 months before an asteroid impact. You play as Rion, a student searching for answers amidst the ruins while uncovering the truth behind a secret space evacuation plan. The gameplay features environmental puzzles and a distinctive 2.5D pixel art style that captures the emotional atmosphere of a collapsing city. The game is currently targeting a release in 2026, with a demo available on Steam. Rubinite is a dark fantasy boss rush action game that combines high-difficulty Souls-like combat with stunning 2D pixel art. You follow Princess Ruby, a survivor of the fallen Scarlet Kingdom, as she embarks on a brutal journey of revenge against the mysterious blood recipients. The gameplay centers on a unique focus mechanic to pinpoint enemy weaknesses, allowing you to execute critical thrusts and absorb power to craft custom talismans. The game is currently available as a Steam demo, with a full release scheduled for Q2 2026. Tenjutsu is a gritty martial arts action roguelite that pairs intense, high-speed rogue jutsu combat with a vibrant pixel art aesthetic. Set in the secret garden city, you play as a renegade yakuza seeking to overthrow 4 crime syndicates in a non-linear journey of revenge and liberation. The gameplay stands out for its tactical brawling and city-building elements, where clearing areas allows you to rebuild shops and restaurants that provide permanent upgrades. The game is currently listed as coming soon on Steam and consoles. Let's Build a Dungeon is a multi-layered management sim where you lead a game studio tasked with building a successful virtual MMORPG. Manage your staff's development schedules and handle investor demands while deciding whether to push for perfection or resort to crunch. The gameplay allows you to design the world's quests and monsters from scratch, then jump in to experience your game as an actual player. The game is currently targeted for a 2026 release on PC and Xbox. Project Shadowglass is a stealth-focused immersive sim featuring unique 3D pixel art technology inspired by classics like Thief and Deus Ex. You play as a struggling thief in a dark, oppressive fantasy kingdom, tasked by an anonymous source to steal ancient artifacts from high-security locales. The gameplay centers on 3D spatial audio, a sandbox reputation system with lasting consequences, and a day-night cycle for planning heists and upgrading your workshop. A playable demo is planned for 2026, while the full release is currently targeted for 2027.
He took the Malcora.
SacriFire is a modern JRPG that pays homage to 90s classics like Vagrant Story and Xenogears through a blend of fantasy and sci-fi. You play as Ezekiel Danadardos, a young soldier in the underground city of Antioch, as he uncovers a conspiracy involving ancient gods. The gameplay features a hybrid combat system that merges real-time and turn-based elements, set within detailed 2D meets 3D pixel art environments. The game is currently targeting a release in 2026, with a playtest scheduled for late January.
It's real. It's dangerous. It's what we fight against.
Mina the Hallower is an 8-bit action-adventure that pays homage to Game Boy Color classics with a dark Victorian Gothic twist. You play as Mina, a mouse inventor and Hallower who must explore a cursed island to restore its power and uncover a deep conspiracy. The core gameplay centers on a unique hallowing burrow mechanic used for evasion and platforming, alongside whip-based combat and RPG leveling. It is currently in the final polish stages for a 2026 release across all platforms.
What did they do? Weld these things on?
Long Gone is a solo-developed narrative adventure set in a post-apocalyptic suburban neighborhood frozen in time. You play as a survivor, exploring overgrown streets and detailed interiors to uncover the stories of those who once lived there. The gameplay blends 2.5D platforming with fully 3D investigation, featuring zombie puzzles where avoidance is key over combat. The game is currently listed as coming soon on Steam, after gaining significant wishlist momentum. Alabaster Dawn is a top-down 2.5D action RPG and spiritual successor to Crosscode, set in a world where the gods have vanished. You play as Juno, the outcast chosen, on a quest across the wasteland of Tyrant's Soul to break the curse of Nyx and awaken humanity. Gameplay features fast-paced combat inspired by Devil May Cry, involving 4 elements and 8 weapons that you can swap mid-fight. It is targeted for a Steam Early Access release in the first half of 2026. Mariachi Legends is a brutal, combat-oriented Metroidvania that serves as a pixel art love letter to Mexican culture and classic Castlevania. You play as Pablo Cruz, a detective who strikes a deal with death to become the supernatural vigilante La Sombra to save his hometown. The gameplay features fast-paced combat with execution mechanics, a dynamic day-night system, and ability-enhancing Mexican cuisine. The game is currently scheduled for a Q2 2026 release on PC and consoles. Neverway is a haunting blend of horror, farming life sim, and action RPG, where you play as a woman escaping her mundane city life. After moving to a remote island to start a farm, you accidentally become the immortal herald of a dead god, indebted to a nightmare reality. The gameplay balances cozy activities like fishing and dating with fast-paced top-down combat, featuring a unique friendship to ability bond system. It features art by Celeste's lead artist and is slated for a 2026 release on PC. Grave Seasons is a cozy horror farming sim that mixes the idyllic routines of a life simulator with the investigation of a supernatural serial killer. You play as a former prisoner, rebuilding a life in the town of Ashenridge, where you must tend crops and mine while identifying a murderer among your neighbors. The game features a unique procedural mechanic, where the killer is different in every playthrough, and can even be romanced, leading to potentially lethal heartbreaks. The title is slated for a 2026 launch on PC and major consoles. Drakantos is a free-to-play MMORPG that combines a nostalgic pixel art aesthetic with fast-paced, modern action-adventure combat. Set in the vast fantasy world of Eldrass, you choose from over 20 unique heroes, each featuring distinct gameplay mechanics and personal story arcs. The gameplay features a blend of cooperative dungeon crawling and a living open world filled with puzzles, mounts, and a skill-based PvP system. It had a successful closed beta in late 2025 and is currently targeting a full release in 2026. Threads of Time is a stunning 2.5D turn-based RPG inspired by Chrono Trigger and built in Unreal Engine 5. As a time knight, you travel across eras from the prehistoric age of dinosaurs to a neon-drenched cyberpunk future. The gameplay features strategic, era-spanning combat where you recruit unique heroes and unleash powerful team combos. The title is currently coming soon for PC and consoles. Holstin is a psychological survival horror set in a decaying 1990s Polish town where residents are slowly turning into ooze-riddled creatures. You play as Tomas, navigating the corrupted streets of Jasorne Colonia to find your missing friend while managing scarce resources. The gameplay features a unique dynamic camera that shifts between isometric exploration, over-the-shoulder combat, and first-person driving segments. The game is currently targeting a 2026 release with a massive 2-hour demo available on Steam.
Weska, czy zrobi jazdę próbną? Tam jest fajna trasa.
Replaced is a cinematic 2.5D action platformer set in a gritty, alternate 1980s America reshaped by a catastrophic nuclear event. You assume the role of Reach, an artificial intelligence unwillingly trapped in a human body as you navigate the corruption of Phoenix City. The gameplay blends fluid movement and free-flow combat inspired by the Arkham series, with stunning handcrafted pixel art and modern visual effects. The game is set to launch on 12 March 2026. Witchbrook is a magical life sim and social RPG that combines cozy town building with the academic growth of a student witch. Set in the vibrant seaside city of Mossport, you'll attend classes at Witchbrook College while uncovering local secrets and forging lasting friendships. The gameplay features 4-player online co-op, broom-based traversal, and a wide array of activities including alchemy, dating, and home customization. The game is officially slated for a 2026 release across PC, Switch, and Xbox consoles. So that is the video. Which game catches your eye? Or do you have another game outside the list? Please let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching, guys, and see you in the next one.